Hi there, it's Lone Wolf, Wolf Territories Grid, and I'm in the office today, and I'm just going to be talking about new things. So this is not a very technical video. Well, it will be a little bit technical, but it's more about land pricing and things like that. So at the moment, we have been charging for by land area, and that's all changing. And the reason that's all changing is because of the amount of servers we have, and we want to um, be able to automatically scale regions to servers and make sure that your region has enough power to run, rather than what we do at the moment, where we try and, as a region gets more full, we try and make sure that it's got enough power to actually do what it needs to do. So with that, we've got a brand new land sales website, and I'm going to explain a bit how it works. If you're an existing customer, everything stays the same. You've still got 1.2 million prims on your region. You can still do everything you could before. And you've got your control panel. So I'm just going to flip over to the website. So here's the grid website, and you can click here, and that'll take you to our new site, which is wolfgrid.shop, wolf-grid.shop, and you see that there's two options shown. So if I click on the first one, so this is if you're new and you just need some regions, and this explains a bit about it. As you scroll down, you'll see that there's some options here now. You see it says £10 monthly. If you're not in the UK, just switch to GBP. At the top, you can choose from your country's currency there, and that would be really helpful for you. So it gives you a bit of details. There's a video that explains a bit about it, and then you choose the amount of prims you want on your land. So if you want to start with a small amount of prims, so I'll just show you that. So let's just change this to US dollars. Okay, now obviously this is a rough price because your bank might charge you a bit for the transaction, but whatever. 10,000 prims, that's enough to have a house and some trees. You won't be loading it all with 50,000 prims on it. It just won't load because there are only 10,000 prims on the region. Or you could start off with 160,000 prims, and that when you get to this sort of level of prims, there's some special deals. 8,000 prims, 20,000 prims. Now, the beauty of this, let's say I have I'm going to have two 10,000 region. I'm going to put region name is My Ocean 1, My Ocean, call it what you like. Estate name is Test Estate. Avatar name is Lone Wolf, or don't put that, put your own. Add it to the bag. So I'm going to have two 10,000 regions. And you can see here's one I prepared earlier. So there's a 40,000 region prim as well. So you could have a couple of oceany kinds of regions, and you could have, in fact, I'm just going to remove that. It's a shopping cart. So you can choose the capacity of the regions that you're buying. So let's say I'm going to have a couple of small low prim regions, like two 10,000 prim regions. I'm going to go to home. I can carry on with my shopping. And let's say I'm going to have a 40,000 prim region. And these prices are pretty comparable to other grids. So main home, land, or whatever you like to call it. Loans, Wolf, or whatever you like to call it. Loans, estate. Now, obviously, that should be the same for all of your regions. So I'll have one of those. So you can see I've got a slightly more expensive region with 40k prims on it. And then I've got two, and that gives me $76, and that's all free. Now, if you want 100 regions or some crazy amount of regions, please get in touch. Or if you're an OAP, or if you are a if you're disabled, we've got special prices, special tokens for you. That's cool. So proceed to secure checkout. So there's a promotion code there. So proceed to secure checkout, and then you get some options to log into checkout faster, create an account, because you'll use that later on. So let's say that you buy those regions, then they'll be brought up. Now, if let's say for one of the 10,000 prim regions, you think to yourself, oh, I kind of want some more prims, you can just go in here and add more prims here. So let's say, and this is run by 10,000, it's 10,000 prim pack. So you can say Lone Wolf, my region, like that. And let's say I'm going to have two, add to your bag, and that gives me another 20,000 prims added to that region. There it is. Okay, so you can then come back and add more prims if you need them. So if you're on a budget, you can rent a region with 10k prims. When you get a bit close to using them, come and add some more prims to it and grow your regions like that. Now, as I said, if you want to buy bulk, you want to buy a lot of regions, please get in touch with us. You can do that through the Discord. or email at lonewolf.wolfterritories.org, and we can come up with a price. But I just wanted to make it pretty simple. But the reason I'm shifting to this is because we can then allocate you server space. That means that is really efficient, and you can have, we can really be very efficient and fast in the future. Certainly, we've got a way of spinning up servers as we need them, and we need to, and that can be done via an API. So the idea is that if, let's say tomorrow, 50 people buy regions and we haven't got enough server capacity, we'll automatically spin up more server capacity to run those regions. So where on the map do you go? Well, initially you'll be just placed on the map. At the moment it's not automatic, but as soon as a couple of people have placed orders, it will be automated. So you'll place your order and then the grid will actually find a place for your regions. Obviously we can move those regions around once once you're on the grid. You can move the region. So if you don't like where you are, we can put them together and work with you. Eventually we're going to have a thing where but when you buy your region, you'll have like a token of effectively on your account, and you go and log into your account to the control panel, which if you haven't seen it is this. So you go into basically control panel regions. The idea is you go to regions and it will say you have 1 region or 2 regions spare. Click here and you'll select somewhere. You'll basically go into the map like this, and you'll find a place for your region, maybe here, click there, and it'll pop your region there. So that's going to happen very shortly. But again, it's all part of the whole process. Got to take it slowly, make sure things work. So eventually we'll have a LAN store, just like a certain other very large virtual world, where you can just buy regions and add prims and everything like that pretty much automatically. So that's really cool. Thanks very much. We're growing very fast. It's really exciting times for us. And I do hope everything's okay for everybody on other grids who are having trouble. But anyway, it's all there on the main website. Have a really good day. Lone Wolf, wolf-grid.com.